to round 4 of the league at Monza. Who the hell is that guy? Anyway, Nick is going to be starting in P8 for this race, and we'll see just how spooky it gets at Monza, as an alright getaway there. Zane Khan already getting away from us. We've got quite a lot of pressure from behind from Tyrone Roberts. And down into turn 1, we are trying to pray that there is not going to be a crash that involves us. This is turn 1 at Monza, and, well, our prayers were not answered. Yeah, big damage there for Nick DePaula, both physical and mental and position. As now Nick just trying to steer the car, but not really finding a point to continue the race, and unfortunately it will have to be a DNF for race 1. And back up into race 2. This does mean that Nick will be starting at the back of the pack, but it also means that he's going to have the most fun, as we've got a blinker, and that will be quite crucial in this race. As Nick just staying back, not wanting to be involved in any of the turn 1 drama, as again he prays to all the gods that exist in this world, and again the prayers are not answered, and turn 1 strikes like it always has. But this time with less damage, Nick has quite a journey ahead of him to get back up to where he belongs. So surely he is just going to power on through, as there's going to be crashes happening all around him, as we can see already multiple cars going off the track. There is an Aerokinetics car off in the gravel, and that will give Nick that motivation to continue to go forward, as a crash right there with Louis IV. He's right behind the Fox Tucker car, heading into the Parabolica, or as they like to call it, the Curva Alboreto. And Nick already moving to the inside. He knows what he has to do here. The Fox Tucker car going really wide. There's already cars crashing in front of him, and Nick will just have to persevere through this race, as he's already up quite a lot of positions from the start, going side by side into turn 1. He really just has no scare there. Oh, Jesus, that would have ended the race surely right there, as behind the Sim Coach car we go to the inside of Ascari, and they make contact in front of us, go flying, both of them off the track. And this is where the fun really begins. Nick made an absolutely spectacular recovery drive from P last to P15. It just shows what sort of animal Nick really is. Okay, enough of this nonsense. We're here to race. You know what? I agree with him. Let's get this race on the way. As Nick, starting in P9, already quite an okay getaway. The SimCoach car in our mirrors is going to be trying to go round the outside, and he does so successfully. Nick not wanting to repeat what happened at Monza and get through there quite nicely, as he is going to sail right by him, side by side, through the curvy, snaky parts. As now, side by side, into the chicane they go as well. Nick, later on the brakes, the SimCoach car still not giving up, going side by side still through the next couple of corners. This is a great battle going on here, but definitely slowing themselves down as Alessandro Torquio already moving up ahead and making quite a big gap, as yet again P8 is where everybody wants to be at the end of race 1, as the SimCoach car overtaking us, quite a worse exit than him through the final corner, as he takes P8 away from us. Russell Soto sniffing our rear end, but not really wanting to go for an overtake through the sketchy parts, possibly wanting to make a move up into lap 9 we go, and Russell Soto and Andre Castro are going to be in a big battle here. A big dive from Andre Castro as he is trying to speedrun his way up into P8, and he might get there as he overtakes Nick as well. A big dive into the same corner as he did on Russell Soto, and then he moves himself up into P9, Nick back down to P10. As again, Andre Castro is just on fire, moving himself nearly ahead of Thomas Critchell, definitely making contact, and that promotes us up into P9. As we go to the last lap, Andre Castro not really making too much of a gap to us, but that won't matter to him, as he is going to cross the line in P8, and we're going to cross the line in P9. Time for race 2, and again an okay getaway. The two Skeze cars moving already ahead of us, as Thomas Critchell just sniffing out a possible opportunity. Russell Soto already ahead, and this is going to be kind of a repeat of race 1, as going side by side through the chicane, just maintaining that single file line, not wanting to break away from the group ahead. Following Russell Soto as a big dive there, just scaring him into a possible mistake, as Alessandro Torquio making a mistake, and that is an easy position for us up into P9 already, as Alessandro Torquio not wanting to give it up that quick and scaring Nick to conceive that position, and not only conceive that position to Alessandro, but we do have Thomas Critchell right alongside us on the inside. It's going to be quite an easy move as he dives on the inside of both cars, and a sketchy move that was, but a commendable one at that. There's Alessandro making a spin and nearly clipping Nick in the process, but that is yet another position. As into lap 4, we've got Tyler Campbell trying to pressure us into giving up that P9 spot. Round the outside is surely never going to work there, as he has to give up that attempt and stay behind for the time being, making a mistake and turning into a lawnmower periodically. As yet again just clipping the wall, and that's given him actually wheel damage there, so not going to be too much pressure for Nick as he turns into a lawnmower as well. As you see Tyler Campbell just struggling for grip, his wheel damage is not helping him out there. Into the last lap, we have another spinner. That is Thomas Critchell, this time making a mistake, and he is going to give us that P9 spot. But we are going to finish yet again in P9. for the last race of Watkins Glen. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time for round 6.